The whisper of the river. In the heart of Igbo land, where the forest sang with the hum of ancient spirits and the rivers carried whispers of forgotten tales, a woman emerged from the shadows of legend. Chioma, the pretty serpent, was as beautiful as she was enigmatic. Her skin glistened like the scales of a river fish, her eyes held the secrets of the deep, and her smile could make even the weariest heart skip a beat. The villagers whispered about her origins. Some said she was born of the great Idemala River, gifted with beauty and power by the water goddess herself. Others claimed she was a curse, sent to punish men who strayed from their paths. But no one could deny her allure or her danger. One fateful evening, Chioma appeared at a bustling market in Enugu. The market was alive with the sounds of bargaining, the clatter of wares, and the aroma of roasted maize. Her presence turned heads, her laughter echoing like a melody. Men and women alike were drawn to her, though none could say why. "Who is she?" they murmured. Chioma's eyes scanned the crowd until they landed on Obinna, a 25-year-old trader with dreams as vast as the sky. He was arranging his wares when she approached him. "Good evening," she said, her voice smooth as silk. Obinna froze, captivated by her gaze. Little did he know, this was the beginning of a story that would unravel his world. The dance of deception. Obinna couldn't believe his luck. Chioma, the most beautiful woman he had ever seen, had chosen him. That night, there was a festival in the village, and Chioma invited him to dance. The music was lively, drums pounding like the heartbeat of the earth, and the firelight cast flickering shadows around them. Her movements were hypnotic, her laughter intoxicating. She seemed to know everything about him, asking questions about his life, his dreams, and his fears. By dawn, he was smitten. He felt as though he had known her forever. But Chioma had her own plans. Beneath her charm lay a serpent's cunning. She whispered promises of wealth and power into Obinna's ears, planting seeds of ambition. "Follow me," she said, "and I will show you a life beyond your wildest dreams." Unbeknownst to Obinna, every step closer to Chioma was a step away from his humanity. Her laughter lingered in his mind, a melody that both comforted and unsettled him. The pact. Chioma led Obinna to the edge of the Idemala River, where the air was thick with mystery and the water shimmered with an otherworldly glow. The forest around them was silent, as if holding its breath. She revealed her true nature, a being tied to the river, with the power to grant fortunes but at a cost. "Do you trust me?" she asked, her eyes glowing like embers in the dim light. Obinna hesitated but nodded. He was too enchanted to refuse. Chioma handed him a small, intricately carved gourd. "Drink this," she commanded. "It will bind us together." As the liquid burned down his throat, Obinna felt a surge of energy, followed by a chilling realization. He was now part of something far greater and darker than he had imagined. The river seemed to ripple in approval, and the wind carried a faint whisper, "He is ours now." The rise. Obinna's fortunes changed overnight. His business flourished, his name became known across villages, and wealth flowed to him like the Idemala River itself. He expanded his trade, acquiring lands and goods that others could only dream of. But with each success, he noticed a shadow growing in his life. Chioma's demands became more peculiar, her presence more haunting. "Why do you need me?" he asked one night as they sat by the river. Chioma's smile was cryptic. "You are my anchor to this world," she said. "Without you, I am nothing. But remember, Obinna, every gift has a price." He tried to dismiss her words, but unease crept into his heart. He began to notice strange occurrences, shadows moving where there were none, whispers in the wind that seemed to call his name. The first warning. Ezin, a 23-year-old childhood friend of Obinna, noticed the change in him. "You've been distant," she said one day, her tone laced with concern. "And who is this woman? Something about her feels unnatural. Obinna dismissed her concerns, brushing them off as jealousy. But that night, he dreamed of the river, its waters red with blood. A voice, soft but menacing, whispered, "Beware the serpent's embrace." The dream left him shaken, but he couldn't bring himself to confront Chioma. Her beauty and charm were too powerful, and he was too deep in her thrall. The unveiling. Determined to uncover the truth, Ezin sought the help of a local dibia, a spiritual healer known for his wisdom. The dibia, a man in his 60s with piercing eyes and a commanding presence, widened his eyes when Ezin described Neka. "She is not of this world," he said. "She is a mummy water, a water spirit. Her beauty is her weapon, and her love is a trap." Ezin's heart raced. She had to save Obinna before it was too late. The dibia warned her that breaking Chioma's hold would not be easy. "Her power is tied to the river," he explained. "You must sever that connection to free him." The confrontation. Ezin confronted Obinna, urging him to break free from Neka. "She's not what she seems," she pleaded. "You're in danger." But Chioma was always one step ahead. She appeared, her presence commanding and her beauty otherworldly. "Why do you meddle?" she hissed, her voice like a serpent's hiss. "Because he deserves to be free," Ezin retorted, standing her ground despite the fear that gripped her. Chioma laughed, a sound that sent shivers down Ezin's spine. "Freedom is an illusion," she said. "Obinna made his choice. Now, he is mine." The escape plan. Ezin and the dibia devised a plan to sever Chioma's hold on Obinna. They needed a rare herb found deep in the forest and a ritual performed under a full moon. The herb, known as Ogumiri, was said to weaken the bond between water spirits and their victims. The journey to find the herb was perilous. Ezin braved the dense forest, its shadows alive with unseen dangers. She returned just in time for the ritual, her determination unwavering despite the odds. Meanwhile, Chioma's grip on Obinna was tightening. He began to see flashes of her true form in his dreams, a serpent coiled around his soul, suffocating him. The battle. On the night of the ritual, the air was thick with tension. The full moon bathed the Idemala River in silver light as the dibia began his chants. The air crackled with energy as Chioma appeared, her beauty replaced by a terrifying serpent form. Her eyes glowed with rage as she hissed, "You dare challenge me." The battle was fierce, with the dibia's incantations clashing against Chioma's otherworldly power. Ezin stood by, clutching the Ogumiri. As the ritual reached its climax, Obinna, torn between his love for Neka and his desire for freedom, made a choice that would change everything. The aftermath. The morning after the ritual, the Idemala River was calm, as if nothing had happened. Obinna was free, but he bore scars, both seen and unseen. His wealth had vanished, but he felt lighter, as though a great burden had been lifted. Ezin stood by his side, her love and friendship a balm for his wounds. Together, they began to rebuild his life, one step at a time. As for Chioma, her fate remained a mystery. Some say she returned to the river, waiting for her next victim. Others believe she was defeated, her spirit scattered like mist. But one thing was certain, her story would be told for generations, a cautionary tale about the dangers of desire and the power of choice. If you find this video interesting, like, subscribe and share, as it is your golden contribution to the growth of this channel.